So, Bo, how are you balancing the legacy of the show, the weight of that legacy, and all the elements that made the original so special, while also creating a show that feels fresh and new?
Really going with the leading question, aren't you? Lots of therapy, lots of therapy. Honestly, it is an immense legacy. Especially since the X-Men are finally back at the only mansion that counts, Marvel Studios. This is going to be their first project since acquiring the rights back, which is on itself just such a blessing. And I think as much as the weight is quite heavy, it is a team effort.
Yeah.
Between the producers at Marvel, who are just incredibly empowering in terms of letting us tell the story, but also my X-Men, which is my crew. An amazing crew, incredibly talented, working non-stop to just really do the show justice. But there are also three elements that made that show so special, and they're in the audience with us, which is Eric and Julia Lewa and Larry Houston. All of us. On this panel would be sitting here, and I would argue, don't scream at me, Brad, that the MCU probably wouldn't exist without the show you made. It's where we all found these characters and found the love of the melodrama that is the X-Men. And I think that is the one thing we're always kind of talking about and joking about, which is it's just a big soap opera. Under all those superpowers, it's about who wants to kiss who's looking at who a little too awkwardly in picture frames and laying there. Talk about consent and boundaries, but that is what they are at their core.
Well, can you tell us who's coming back?
Maybe I could. So we need to kind of clap for our favorites here, because I'm going to determine, who lives and who dies based on that. So let's get started. You do? Good. It's the timeless tea, and that's kind of how we've come at this. Something that was always kind of fascinated me with the X-Men is, I'm a, gay, adopted, black kid who grew up in the South or survived Florida, as I say, and this show was really what taught me how to be who I am. And I do think for better or worse, the X-Men are timeless, and the world still has a lot to learn from their lessons. Just turn on the television. And so something we're going to be talking about is, why do we need the X-Men? Why does history always tell these same sad stories? And is the dream still relevant today? Or is it enabling the very prejudice it tries to erase? There are some other people who will be joining us. The Rico Suave look is not gonna, he kind of got a nice fade, so we'll see how that goes. show a little bit of a different side to themselves this season. We're going to go with the changeling look. There's also one new addition to the team, or actually two new additions to the team. And then a face you have never seen in the original series, Roberto de Costa. There's more. We got some villains. Or maybe not a villain. As many of you know, graduation day, Xavier had a little accident at the hands of Henry Gyrick and had to go, space with his space girlfriend to go heal up. One of the questions we're going to be asking this season is who inherits the dream? You're looking at the new leader of the X-Men. And some Sentinels. We're still going. Now, I know you guys know Sebastian Shaw, Emma Frost, Callisto, and that is Val Cooper. She has an agenda with our team this season, which will slowly make itself known. Do not trust her. Shoulder pads, very 90s. And then Sinister is back in a big way. He is going to be kind of holding the X-Men's feet over the fire and challenging them to do what they've been telling humanity to do for decades, which is face the future. I'll let you parse out what that may mean.
And, Bo, I mean, it's Comic-Con. It's Ballroom 20. There's a very trusted crowd. Is there anything else you can share with us? It's Ballroom 20.
Okay, the thing is we're just now starting to ship episodes, so we don't have finished animation, but if you can convince my boss, Brad, I can show you maybe something.
Brad, come on.
So I'm going to show you a clip from an animatic. For those of you who don't know, animatics are basically what let us see what an episode looks like before we ship it. It's drawn by storyboard artists, which I just have to take a moment to sing the praises of storyboard artists. They're the first person who kind of takes this blob of script that I give them and actually turn it into something that lives and breathes. So what you're going to see is a little rough. It's kind of like a picture book when you flip through it. And I just threw some music over there that you may or may not recognize. But yeah, let's go ahead and show it.